Hello, my name is Olivia, and this video is the November 2021 Scarf of the Month. Now we're getting down to the last two scarves of the month for the year, and I'm really excited to be wrapping up for the year. And then in January, I will be doing a video, beginning of January, I'll be doing a video recapping all of the year's scarves of the month. So it'll be kind of fun to see them all laid out. Now, before I get started with this month's scarf selection, the Scarf of the Month subscription is one of the benefits of the Wrap Royal and Wrap Legends levels of the Wrapunzel membership. More information on the membership can be found on the website or in-app under specialty items. So again, this month, Wrapunzel did not disappoint in its scarf selection. This month's selection is a plaid of scarlet red and a beautiful wine burgundy. And this is a rectangular scarf, a very nice size for wrapping, and it's not too wide. Last month's was very wide. This one is not as wide. The fabric content is 70% pashmina and 30% silk. Oh my goodness, this is a very, very soft feel to the scarf. So the weight wise is somewhere around a Lakeshore Bliss, but it's not as fluffy feeling. It's more smooth than that. Okay, and it does have a little bit of stretch, not a ton, definitely on the bias, but not a ton of stretch, but just a tad bit of stretch. Okay, the accessory is this absolutely gorgeous red and silver brooch. It's a very, very vibrant scarlet. And in the shape of, I'm going to call this a chrysanthemum because that's what it brings to mind. It's a beautiful chrysanthemum. Okay, now to get started, I am going to be just doing one of the wraps today. And I'm planning on something a little bit over the top. So I feel like I need to do something over the top. It's been a while, so I'm feeling that way. Now, in addition to my kit for this month, I have about a dozen pins. In a perfect world, they would all be white and the white pearls, but I seem to be losing them very quickly this year. So on my rounds today of errands, I'm going to be picking up more pins. Okay, now I have on my Wendy. My Wendy is partially stuffed. It's probably about 3/4. And then I've added in my hair. I've done a little fun thing with braiding my hair and then wrapping it around. Very interesting underneath. So it gives it a little bit more volume right here. So that's why it looks a little poofier at the front. But this is how I placed it on my head. And I'm going to get started. Now, I hope this turns out the first time. I've had this one kind of playing in my head overnight, just to kind of see what I wanted to do with it. So I was thinking about this. I'm just folding over the front edge. I'm going to place it on my head, one long end, one short end. I might try for a straight across. Okay, let's see if this one will do the trick. A little bit longer on the short end. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to tie a knot in the back. I just want to make sure that this is going to work. Okay, it is. Tying the knot. I want the shorter end to come out on the top and the longer end. It's not significantly longer, just slightly. Okay. What I'm going to do is fold that into thirds. And I'm going to just open this one up a little bit because the idea is to get a swirl on this side, and when it comes up over here to be pleated, and I'm going to be pinning. So we shall see if this is going to work. Okay, so I'm going to twist this around. No, sorry, I will explain. Grabbing the two, twisting. This is the piece that came across, twisting it back up. And I'm going to tuck in underneath here. This should lock that twist in just a bit. And I can get this a bit of an angle, so that'll give it a little bit of a nicer feel. Okay. Now I have this piece hanging, and what I want to do is I want to bring this up like so. Fold over a little bit. Let's see if we can do that. I might bring it back to the other side. We'll see. Bring this over. Making sure all these fringes are tucked in. I'm bringing it to the front here. And I'm going to do a little bit of a pleat. It's not a perfect pleat. You can see here, here's the first one. I am now going to start pinning. Since this is the very front, I'm going to try to use as many of the white-ish colored ones as possible up front. And I'm just locking that in place like so. Now I'm going to do the same thing all the way around. Hopefully this will not fight me to do the pleats. Okay, that one wanted to pleat there, that's fine. And continuing around with the pleating. Okay, there we go. Making sure the folded in edge isn't getting too folded in. Okay. I also have to make sure I'm not putting the pleats too close together. Okay, here's another one. And another one. Okay, now I have to switch over to the yellow, which is fine. I'm in the back. It shouldn't be so noticeable. Okay, so as I only have about 2 more pleats, that should be excellent. This will be a little bit easier to pleat once I take off that silly tag. Okay. Now, one of the yellow pins, that's it. Okay. And tuck these guys in. There's a few straggly, wispy bits. Okay, so I have a bit of a twist with this coming up. And I think it's harder to see on the plaid maybe, but I think it's rather elegant in person. Okay, fix this. And now I'm going to be taking a pin down here to anchor this portion to the side. Being careful not to stab my scalp, like that. And then this is where I'm going to be placing the brooch. Okay. Now the brooch has that trickier twist clip, so it may take me a couple seconds to get it placed properly and for it to cooperate, so bear with me. Let's see if you're correctly placed. A lot of the brooches I've been receiving lately are ones that are just an easy clip. Okay, so here we are. All right, so I think that's rather attractive. Now, I think I might do an adjustment here really quickly, because I think it will be more attractive with a slight alteration. I'm just pushing the pleats in and re-pinning because I think I pulled too tightly and when I pulled the pleats out. And while I don't want to redo the entire pleated fan, I think it would be beneficial to fix it. Okay, let's see. Okay, so lift it, sliding just a bit. Okay, that'll work. Okay. Okay, so there's two. And then a couple more. Oopsie doodles. Pick those up before the kits get them. Okay. To find that one. Uh-oh. Okay, so I want last pin. And just a little fluffing here. This is why I'm only doing the one, because I'm being so finicky with this particular style. I don't want you guys to be here for forever. Okay. All right, now I have a piece in the back that looks weird, so I'm going to fix that right quick. Little texture on this side as well. Okay, so the close-up of this with the brooch. And I'm going to spin around and show the back, hoping that it looks neat. All right, so I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next tutorial.